gentlemen, your Miss South Africa for 2018, Cameron Green. Congratulations to her, taking home over 3 million rand in cash and prizes.
Right, well, welcome back to the Maslow at Sun International as we come to you live from the morning after the night before. I suppose that's the one way of describing it, because this, of course, is the home now of Miss South Africa, and this is where the pageant will be held every single year. And last night, I must say, was a step up from many, many previous years. And from what I was seeing on social media and from people that were watching it, the reviews were fantastic, and anyone that was in the audience, I think, had to agree that Miss South Africa certainly stepping up a notch. But not only in terms of the show, but in terms of what we're producing as the winners, because it's not only about looks these days, there's so much more that's taken into consideration. And our young women that are being crowned are taking the world by storm. And I think you know where I'm going with this, because sitting in front of me is the current reigning Miss Universe, and she's no stranger to this program, and it's wonderful to see you again. Demi-Leigh Nel-Peters, thank you so much. Good to see you again.
It's so good to see you, Leanne, and it's so good to be home. It's just for a short little while, but yes, it's wonderful to be here.
So last night, I mean, in effect, it should have been you handing over the crown, but obviously that is not your title anymore.
Yes.
But I mean, what was it like for you being up on that stage again?
I'll be so honest with you, I was super emotional when the former Miss South Africa walks out. I was standing backstage watching the monitor, and Rolene and I stood backstage, and we were just bawling our eyes out. I mean, it is such an amazing sisterhood to say that you are part of 60 women in the history. To be a part of something so special and something so impactful is such a big honor. And to have gone on and represent our country on the international stage and actually win is just, it's a dream come true, and it's a very, very big responsibility, but one that I have taken on gladly. It's been 6 months already. Can you believe it?
I know, I can't actually. I mean, you were telling me that, and I was like, 6 months? Well, time is going way too fast. But you've still got some time. And I
still have some time.
I'm gathering you're making a great impact on your life and the lives of so many people around you.
I mean, the Miss South Africa platform gave me such a powerful platform to speak up about things that are important to me and really make a meaningful difference. I hosted about 12 Unbreakable workshops. That's my campaign that I launched last year in June. And I've hosted about 12 workshops in South Africa alone. Just had the first one in Indonesia, Mexico, and the USA. And that's been growing so much. And everywhere I go around the world, I realize that women long for the same thing. Respect, to be treated with dignity, and just to be treated as women and respected for that without having to ask for that. So this platform just shows how powerful it is and what a big impact you can really make with it.
I mean, I'm noticing that women are just taking so much more of a stand these days, and they're opening up, they're speaking out, they're talking about untruths, and I can only just bring up one movement, and that, of course, is that Me Too movement, because it is massive, it is impactful, and it speaks to the majority of women. You almost living in the center of it, because it originated in the States, and it's something that I think is influencing a lot of people even back here. But for you, looking at the empowerment of women and women speaking out, how do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, Leanne, with my Unbreakable campaign, we empower women with skills and knowledge on how to prevent unwanted situations from happening, and should it happen, how to handle it and how to remove yourself from a situation like that. Would it be a violent relationship? Would it be a hijack, a robbery, whatever, anything violent related against women? And do I wish and I pray every single day that we don't have to go through that we don't have to empower women with skills and knowledge like that? Yes, I do. But unfortunately, it's such a big and very, very sad reality in our world. But being at the Golden Globes, I supported the Time's Up campaign, the Me Too movement, and that was so impactful, being a part of something so big and so meaningful, and something that has become much bigger and way more than just a hashtag.
It's so true, and it's impacting people's lives here as well, which is quite incredible. To ask you from an international perspective now, and how people are viewing South Africa, because South Africa is getting out there with names such as yours, names such as Trevor Noah, names such as Rolene Strauss, who we're going to be speaking to in a while. But we must be doing something right. The fact that our women here in South Africa a representative of a global platform. It's got to speak massively about the women of South Africa.
I mean, being so proud to be South African and living in the States now and being based there, you hear people talk, and the one thing that always comes across is that South Africans are so warm and welcoming and real and relatable. And I think that we are such hard workers, and we have so much talent in this country. It's unreal. And I hope that this title and that this win will inspire every single young girl and young boy out there that, you know, you can make your dreams become a reality. You can go on and take on the international stage, and that you can become as big as you want to be and represent your country so well.
Yeah, it's amazing. Well, listen, you go out there, you keep representing us, and take every opportunity that comes your way, because I know you've got a massive modeling contract in New York. That's where you're living, and I'm sure that we're going to lose you for a while in your being.
Be home.
But this is your home. Listen,
South
it's
Africa
always such a pleasure seeing you. You've got to visit us every time you're here.
I promise.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Demi-Leigh Nel, who is, of course, our now currently the reigning Miss Universe. She's here in South Africa. She was attending the pageant last night and making us very, very proud on an international level. Let's go back to our Johannesburg studios. We're here. We're in Pretoria this morning, so we're not too far away, but let's find out what's happening on the sporting front. Vey, I hand it back to you.